Snuggle down, close your eyes, cozy up and relax. We're off to the sleepiest, dreamiest corner of a very special place, the world of Moshi. Close your eyes, sleepy paws, then clear your mind. Let's drift away and see what we can find. Say hello to SleepyPaws, a very tired koala. He lives high up in a treehouse by a dreamy Moshi harbor. But SleepyPaws is restless, and he just can't get to sleep. So he's going on a journey, but he won't be counting sheep. SleepyPaws is setting off across a fluffy meadow. It's lined with balls of cotton wool and candy-colored hedgerows. He's searching for a special place where moshlings sleep and dream. But this is not a normal world. You'd know that if you'd been. Its lakes are filled with neon soup, and stardust covers mountains, and Moshi music spouts each hour from rainbow sherbet fountains. When darkness falls, a strange owl calls for all to go to sleep. And then the place falls silent. You cannot hear a peep. Close your eyes, sleepy paws, then clear your mind. Let's drift away and see what we can find. Twilight is calling and owls hoot their tune. Stars twinkle gently around the half moon. SleepyPaws is floating now through fields of whispering grass. His eyes are feeling heavy. There's a question he must ask. The place he seeks is said to lie beyond a haze of pink. So he's going to ask the moshlings he encounters what they think. I'm looking for a sleepy place, he tells a mystic moggy. It's over there, but do take care. It's getting pretty foggy. Just then, a dinky dream cloud glides slowly into view. And SleepyPaws hears rumbling. A storm's about to brew. Lilac rain begins to fall, and glowing puddles form. But SleepyPaws keeps wandering. The raindrops feel so warm. He asks the dinky dream cloud, "Can you show me the way?" "Follow me," the cloud replies. "You've had a busy day." Close your eyes, sleepy paws, then clear your mind. Let's drift away and see what we can find. Raindrops are falling like sequins in streams, tinkling sweet melodies into your dreams. Tumbling down through a cloud made of cotton, shimmering moonbeams like memories forgotten. Night times upon us, the rain moves away. Minds start to wander as tinkle halves play. SleepyPaws is yawning now. He's by a starlit lake. A boat arrives. He rubs his eyes. He can barely stay awake. The boat is crewed by moshlings. They collect him from the shore. As lapping waves make soothing sounds, the stars begin to snore. Swaying on the moonlit water, SleepyPaws is drifting. The boat is bobbing up and down. Pink mist is slowly lifting. A jungle island lies ahead, and distant drums are calling. Is this the place where moshlings sleep? The boat is slowing, crawling. A songful seahorse captain looks into Sleepy's eyes. We'll need to sing to move this thing. It's fueled by lullabies. And then the crew begin to hum a melody of bliss. The tune is quite familiar, and it sounds a bit like this. Close your eyes, SleepyPaws, then clear your mind. Let's drift away and see what we can find. Waves lap the shoreline as time Moshi sing. Boats sailing slowly this way, bells ring. SleepyPaws is back on land. He's on a jungle path. As crickets chirp their midnight song and distant monkeys laugh, a tribe of friendly hoodoos point towards a lush lagoon, and SleepyPaws keeps walking beneath the silvery moon. Is this the place where moshlings sleep? He asks a passing bunny. Perhaps, replies the rabbit, who whispers something funny. Maybe you're already dreaming. Did you think of that? Then the bunny vanishes inside its bowler hat. By the water, SleepyPaws counts 7 weeping willows. And by the tallest lies a pile of very squishy pillows. Take one of these, a sapling says, then points towards a hollow. Just step inside and climb the stairs, and sleep will surely follow. Close your eyes, SleepyPaws, then clear your mind. Let's drift away and see what we can find. High in a willow tree sleeps almost here. Snuggle your pillow and dreams will appear. SleepyPaws is in a tree. He's climbing spiral stairs. And at the top, a silly snuffler's handing out cute bears. SleepyPaws nods in thanks and takes a cuddly teddy. And then a fluff in pink pajamas says, "Your nest is ready." Walking on a branch, he sees a sea of twinkling stars as glowing fireflies flitter around in empty pickle jars. Staring at the Moshiverse, the world feels like it's slowing. And then he flops into a nest that's gently to and froing. He yawns and starts to curl up when a friendly owl swoops by. It's carrying a basket through the dusky starlit sky. Climb aboard, the owl coos. I'm your valet for the night. Just snuggle in my gondola, and please enjoy your flight. Close your eyes, sleepy paws, then clear your mind. Let's drift away and see what we can find. Fly over treetops through velvety skies, staring above as the stars mesmerize. Sleepy Paws is almost at the place he wants to be. He's cozying in the basket as it lands upon a tree. Night, night, Sleepy, says the owl, its face lit by the moon. You've reached your destination, but I'm sure I'll see you soon. Fast asleep now, Sleepy Paws is dreaming of his trip, of strange enchanted jungles and that music-powered ship. He can't remember everything, so maybe he was dreaming. But in his paw, he's holding something small and round and gleaming. It's a little piece of stardust, a nighttime souvenir. It starts to fade in Sleepy's paw, that slowly disappears. Is this what dreams are made of? Wherever you may roam? 'Cause Sleepy Paws is back in bed, inside his treehouse home. Good night, Sleepy Paws. Good night.
Oh, hello. Snuggle down, close your eyes, cozy up, and relax. Tonight, we're journeying along an enchanted moonlit river with Yawnsy, an adorable little moshling otter who just can't stop yawning.
Drifting and yawning from dusk to morning, down the river of dreams.
Yawnsy is a little otter, famous for his yawn. He loves to drift upon his raft from twilight through to dawn. His raft is made from logs and twigs found washed up on the shore. And when Yawnsy stretches out on them, they always make him snore. Tonight, our little otter friend is going for a cruise. The creek that cuts through Nutmeg Nooks, the perfect place to snooze. Yawnsy's getting ready. In the cave he calls his home. And though the cave is hidden, he is never on his own. Glimmering glowfish flit around the pools between the rocks. And fireflies nap in jam jars hung from stalactites with socks. Yawnsy steps onto his raft and bids his friends good night, and heads off through a waterfall into the pale moonlight.
Drifting and yawning from dusk to morning, down the river of dreams.
Drifting down the river, Yawnsy gazes at the sky and wonders if tonight's the night he'll learn the reason why. His magic yawn sends all who hear or see it straight to sleep. It's almost instantaneous, and not like counting sheep. as crickets chirp their twilight tunes, and night begins to fall. Yawnsy hears an owl swoop past and hoot its gentle call. Look, it's Professor Feathersnooze, a very wise old bird. Oh, to think a yawn could make him sleep is really quite absurd. But sure enough, when Yawnsy yawns, the wise owl stops to rest. And by the time the yawning's stopped, he's dozing in his nest. Yawnsy smiles and grabs some blossom from a weeping willow, then puts it in a little pouch to make his pal a pillow.
Drifting and yawning from dusk through to morning, down the
It's getting late, and Yawnsy's now as sleepy as can be. But then he spots a burrow just beneath a gooseberry tree. A bedtime bunny wanders out. It's Nodkins, Yawnsy's friend. She's foraging for fluffles by the river's curviest bend. As Yawnsy's raft drifts slowly by, he yawns and waves hello. And Nodkins can't help yawning back and going with the flow. She snuggles by the riverbank. It's time for 40 winks, while Yawnsy wonders if his yawn's a blessing or a jinx. Rocking gently to and fro, things start to get quite dreamy as shooting stars leave trails like strands of sparkling fettuccine. The moon is gleaming up above. The river starts to shimmer and rainbow frogs sing lullabies, while silvery moonbeams glimmer.
Drifting and rolling from dusk through to morning, down the river of dreams.
Yawnsy can't stop yawning now. His raft is barely moving. The sound the lapping water makes is wonderfully soothing. Multicolored wisps of mist envelop Yawnsy's raft. As lilac reeds sway gently in the fragrant twilight draught. Yawnsy thinks he's dreaming when he sees a friendly chap. It's SleepyPaws, his koala friend, about to have a nap. He's curled up by a tree stump in a patch of turquoise lawn. But when Yawnsy tries to greet his pal, he cannot help but yawn. SleepyPaws pandiculates. Do you know what that means? Why, it's when you stretch and yawn before you drift into a dream. As Yawnsy passes, SleepyPaws is sleeping like a log. And as he snores, the multicolored mist becomes a fog.
Drifting and rolling from dusk through to morning, down the river of dreams.
The fog surrounding Yawnsy's raft now lifts and disappears, and warming Moshi rain descends like gentle cleansing tears. Yawnsy must be dreaming now, 'cause as the world drifts by, he sees all kinds of wondrous things appearing in the sky. kaleidoscopic, silly snufflers canter in mid-air. As a dinky dream cloud morphs into a fluffy teddy bear. Meteors made from honeycomb spin slowly round the moon, and stars form on celestial staves to play a sleepy tune. Distant mountains melt, then rise, as raindrops gleam like jewels, while glitter pillars make their way round newly formed rock pools. Yawnsy yawns, then yawns again, transfixed by what he sees, as his little raft drifts slowly towards a cave obscured by trees.
Drifting down yawning from dusk through to morning, down the river of dreams.
The entrance to this hidden cave's behind a waterfall. The water flows from up above, but makes no sound at all. And just as Yawnsey's raft draws near, the waterfall stops flowing, and Yawnsey drifts into the cave, a grotto gently glowing. The little raft comes to a stop beside a stalagmite, but Yawnsey doesn't stir at all. He's had a busy night. A glowfish breaks the water's surface with a plopping sound, which rouses Yawnsey slightly, but he still seems quite spellbound. He sleepwalks off the raft towards a bed of twigs and reeds. A good night's sleep's exactly what this little otter needs. He yawns once more and snuggles down, content but not alone. 'Cause Yawnsy's rafts returned him to the place he knows as home. Good night.
Drifting and yawning from dusk through to morning, down the river of dreams. Drifting and yawning from dusk through to morning, down the river of dreams. Drifting and yawning from dusk through to morning, down the river of dreams. Drifting and yawning from dusk through to morning, down the river of dreams. Drifting and yawning from dusk through to morning, down the Drifting drifting and rolling from dusk to morning, down the drifting and rolling from dusk to morning,
Hello. Tonight, we're going dream hopping with a very special mushling called Nodkins the Bedtime Bunny. So snuggle down, close your eyes, cozy up, and relax.
dream hopping, dream hopping, dream hop with me. Make sure your dreams are as sweet as can be.
When you go to sleep at night, what's your favorite dream? Perhaps you go to Bobo Land, or somewhere in between. Maybe you surf rainbow waves, or drift through outer space, or jump on flying unicorns to fly from place to place. But wouldn't it be great if you could visit others' dreams? To check out what they dream about and see where they have been. Well, there's a little moshling who can do that anytime, especially when it's twilight and the moon begins to shine. Her name is Notkins, very cute and normal as can be. She lives inside a burrow right beside a willow tree. But unlike other bedtime bunnies, Notkins has a skill to see in other moshlings' dreams and hop in them at will.
Dream hopping, dream hopping, dream hop with me. Make sure your dreams are as sweet as can be.
It's quite exciting, jumping into someone else's dream. A bit like surfing channels, but without the TV screen. And every night at bedtime, Notkins goes on an adventure by thinking of the moshling's name, whose dream she'd like to enter. Tonight, she starts with Tiki, 'cause his dreams are always fun. They usually take place on islands, bathed in golden sun. She concentrates, then suddenly she boings onto a beach where Tiki's playing croquet with a giant fuzzy peach. Several minutes later, Notkins hops out of the dream, deciding that she'd like to try a different Moshi scene. She thinks of Mr. Snoodle and starts whispering his name, then boings aboard a carriage on his sleepy twilight train.
Dream hopping, dream hopping, dream hop with me. Make sure your dreams are as sweet as can be.
Traveling in a snoodly dream is mellow, calm, and soothing. But then the train falls silent, as if no longer moving. Notkins looks outside and sees they're soaring through the skies, past giant cups of herbal tea and pumpernickel pies. Following her flight on board this dreamy flying train, Notkins now decides it's time to dream hop once again. She thinks of Uncle Scallops and boings into his dream and sees he's gently snoozing in his mellow submarine. Next, she visits Captain Squirk who dreams of cosmic sheep. And seen as he lives in space, they never bar, they beep. Boinging in, she watches space sheep orbiting a planet. Or maybe it's a little moon or giant pomegranate.
Dream hopping, dream hopping, dream hop with me. Make sure your dreams are as sweet as can be.
Seeing all these Moshi dreams is really quite surreal. And Nodkins really loves it, 'cause the things she sees aren't real. But sometimes, every now and then, she likes to intervene, especially when her actions help to shape a Moshling's dream. Tonight, the dream she's meddling in belongs to Marshal Ned, a panto pony Moshling who's a proper sleepyhead. The dream he's having right now is as random as can be. He's ironing his trousers on a surfboard in the sea. But Ned looks rather troubled as the seas just turn to sky. And now he's stranded on a cloud, and ponies cannot fly. So Nodkins gets a trampoline and shouts for Ned to leap, which Ned does in an instant, though he's really sound asleep.
Dream hopping, dream hopping, dream hop with me. Make sure your dreams are as sweet as can be.
Having helped a panto pony, Nodkins starts to ponder. I wonder what would happen if my mind was left to wander. She tries to think of nothingness and empty out her mind. But all she sees are Moshling dreams of each and every kind. First, she sees a forest filled with shoes and melting clocks, where Wumples play on chessboards, wearing massive woolly socks. Next, she visits Waldo's dream, a tabby nerdy cat, who's cycling on a rainbow, wearing nothing but a hat. She tries once more to concentrate on nothing much at all, but hops into a mermaid on a giant glitter ball. She looks above and notices a duck on a trapeze and wonders if these Moshlings have been eating too much cheese.
Dream hopping, dream hopping, dream hop with me. Make sure
night continues, Nodkins hops from dream to dream. Some are crazy, some are mellow, some are quite extreme. She dream hops on a nightly basis just to have a peep. And even though she dozes off, she's never quite asleep. Perhaps this might explain why Nodkins always feels so weary. She needs to have her own sweet dreams. Well, that's the general theory. So snuggling in her blanket, she whispers her own name, then finds herself in Nutmeg Nook beside a winding lane. Wandering past a willow tree, she sees a bedtime bunny. She looks familiar, Nodkin says. I think that's me. How funny. Then finally it dawns on her. My own dreams are the best. So she boings off with her dreamy friend to have a good night's rest. Goodbye and sweet dreams.
Dream hopping, dream hopping, dream hop with me. Make sure your dreams are as sweet as dream hopping, dream hopping, dream hop with me. Make sure your dreams are as sweet as dream hopping, dream hopping, dream hop with me. Make sure your dreams are as sweet as dream hopping, dream hopping, dream hop with me. Make sure your dreams are as sweet as dream hopping, dream hopping, dream hop with me. Make sure your dreams are as sweet as dream hopping, dream hopping, dream hop with me. dreams are as sweet as can be. Dream hopping, dream hopping, dream hop with me. Make sure your dreams are as sweet as can be. Dream hopping, dream hopping, dream hop with me. Make sure your dreams are as sweet as can be. Dream hopping, dream hopping, dream hop with me.
Hello. Tonight we're soaring up into the moonlit skies to hear all about the twilight twit-woos of Professor Feathersnooze, a very special owl of Nod. So snuggle down, cozy up, close your eyes and relax. High up in the treetops, in a nest with sweeping views, there lives a little owl of Nod, Professor Feathersnooze. This sleepy moshling's known for being friendly, warm and wise. He's probably the cleverest fellow in the twilight skies. When it comes to bedtime, the professor knows it all. And if you cannot get to sleep, he's just the chap to call. He's well versed in the art of slumber. Some say he's the best at making sure his fellow moshlings get a good night's rest. Tonight, the wise professor is preparing for a flight. He'll soar around the Moshi world to bid his friends good night. But more than that, he'll hoot and coo and trill his twits and twoos, for no one sings a sleep song like Professor Feathersnoops. As twilight falls and crickets call, the prof prepares his things. But first of all, he needs to choose which twit-twoos to sing. See, when you hear an owl at night, its calls aren't off the cuff. It gets them from an ancient book of sleepy, owlish stuff. The prof walks from his snuggly nest along a knobbly branch, and as he does, he gives the world above a little glance. The stars are twinkling in the sky, the shimmering moon's a crescent, and tiny fireflies flit around, their blurry wings fluorescent. The professor's going to check his book of songs and learn some more. Tonight he'll try a lullaby that's sure to make him snore. The book is in his study, inside the tree's huge trunk. It's scattered with his brainy books, but mostly crammed with junk. The professor's gently pecking at the tree trunk's lilac bark. It's hard to make out, even though most owls see in the dark. He pecks a secret button that ignites a scented candle, which illuminates his front door and its little acorn handle. Shuffling inside the tree, the prof climbs on a shelf. It's filled with rows of dusty books and a photo of himself. It shows the day he flew away from Moshi Versity with a doctorate in snoozing and a Snufflepeeps degree. Flicking through his owl songbook, he finds a brand new tune. a hooting twit-twoo classic called Owling Round the Moon. The professor quickly learns the song and hoots its melody, then waddles back outside and takes off from his towering tree. Soaring through the Moshi skies, the professor hoots and coos. His latest song makes all who hear it snuggle up and snooze, swooping down on Bliskis Valley, then past Pawbury Fields. It's really quite amazing. The result his hooting yields. A silly snuffler falls asleep while plumping up his pillow, and then a bunny dozes off beneath a whispering willow. Moshlings all across the land are lulled into sweet dreams as tuneful owlish night song dances gently on moonbeams. Dainty deer and wandering wumples cuddle up together. They wish the prof could hoot his twilight call to them forever. But now Professor Feathersnooze is heading towards Cloud 9. It's where he flies each evening, just before his own bedtime. The puff of squish they call Cloud 9 is deeply mesmerizing, and owls of Nod who come here say it's oddly hypnotizing. The professor flaps towards the cloud, then gently touches down and is greeted by a moshling in a fluffy dressing gown. The moshling is a cuddly wibble, mellow, warm and kind. His job's to help all passing owls of Nod chill and unwind. 'cause even though the good professor helps the world relax, he sometimes finds his nightly journey messes with his naps. See, all that twit-wooing makes it rather hard to settle, and Cloud 9 is the only place to find a soothing nettle. The nettle's called a bobo cup. You make it into tea. And if you're passing late at night, they give out cups for free. Now he's had his nettle tea, the professor's heading home. He thinks of where he's been tonight, the places he has flown. It seems the tune he cooed this evening really did the trick, 'cause all the moshlings down below fell sound asleep and quick, gliding over Nutmeg Nook and passing Wobbly Wood. Our sleepy owl swoops down towards a distant neighborhood. Judging by the twinkling lights, his song has not been heard, so he twit-twoos his call once more. He's such a thoughtful bird. The entire world is silent now. All moshlings are asleep. And as the prof lands on his nest, you cannot hear a peep. He snuggles down and shuts his eyes to dream of new twit-twoos. Good night to you, old sleepyhead, Professor Feather Snooze. Good night and sweet dreams.
To